Hello and welcome back to the start of the first part of another haul video. If you're new here, thanks for dropping by. I am a reseller on apps like Poshmark and Mercari and a few others. Today was not a planned sourcing day exactly. It is the weekend. I had some things to do. So my plan was to go do my things, and then if I happened to see yard sale signs, I would stop at them. I always look in advance for like estate sales and yard sales. I just didn't see anything for this weekend that called to me in my area. So anyway, I did pick up a few things, not a lot. Here we go. This is a makeup case. It's a Lily Pulitzer for Estee Lauder. I was just watching another video where they had gone to the bins and got some designer thing. Theirs was Prada, of course, and said those are a good thing to get because, I mean, people had to buy things to get it. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. This is kind of like I have a tendency lately to pick up little change purses because I just like them. They're so cute. So it's kind of that thing where maybe I'll just wait, maybe pick up some extras and sell it in a lot, or if I have a Lily Pulitzer thing, I can list it together. I did pick up some cute Lily Pulitzer flip-flops that would have gone nicely with those, but the flip-flops already sold. Those were my last haul. They sold and are already on their way. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but this yard sale, I bought this jacket, and they told me the price of the jacket, and that was like $1, and I asked if they could just throw that in, and they did. I bought this. I liked the style of it. It just looked good to me. It's wool. It's, I think, 100% wool. Can you see it? With the light gray lining and, you know, it's not snaps, it's buttons. And the brand is Wheel Jeans. Weill. Wheel Jeans. I never heard of it. I did a quick look at Poshmark while I was there, and I'm not sure what I found. I found some wheel like dresses that were pretty low, but then I found a couple of jackets that sold pretty high. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy it and see what happens. This is the inside tag. I'm wondering, first of all, I don't know where I got Wheel Jeans from. I'm wondering if this is, no, it's not reversible. Anyway, I have no idea, but it's an opportunity to learn something new. It is a really nice, it seemed like a good quality. I feel like there's another tag somewhere. Because, first of all, I don't think I read Wheel Jeans off the buttons. But maybe I did. Oh, here's another tag. 80% wool, 20% polyamide. Whatever that is. Anyway, if you know anything about this, let me know. Obviously, I'll have to do some research, but I'm okay with that. Then I picked up these shorts. The brand is just Lovesick. But they do cute styles. These are a size 13. I like the dark sort of tropical print, and then didn't even realize right away it's got skulls, which is, I think, fairly typical of Lovesick. I don't know. This, I've seen the brand. I didn't look it up. I don't know if it's a good seller or not. It's Boston Traders Luxury Vintage. I liked that tag. Looks like it's new. Definitely style-based, though. Look at that. Nice winter sweater. I don't know if Fair Isle would apply to this keyword-wise. I just feel like Fair Isle is more of a rounded thing. But I'm gonna look up the actual definition to see, because I was watching a video and someone used the term Fair Isle for a sweater that I thought did not look at all Fair Isle. I thought I was saying feral, like feral cats. This is another style-based pickup because I don't know the brand. It's IQ Collection, and it is new with tag. No price tag. Medium, large. Looks like just some cheapy brand, but again, it's got the skulls. And I think skulls are cool. People like that. Black and purple. So this is something that could sell, you know, based on keywords. I think people are going to look up skull. It's like the skulls are kind of goth, but then it's, you know, it's a fairly traditional sort of cardigan, open front cardigan. So I don't know. And lastly, but not leastly, I picked up, this is Urban Outfitters, which I don't know that I've ever really picked up Urban Outfitters. But it's new with tag dress. $98 was the original price. Ow, I got an itch. And it's just a sweet, I like the color of it. Maybe steel blue, I would call this. It's, oh, that's the back. It's got these, you know, kind of retro inspired back buttons. And the front, like this is sort of a cottage core type look, I think, to have the lace there. And the sleeves are transparent lace with little, I don't know, Swiss dot, maybe. It's a size large. I thought it was pretty, and we'll give it a whirl. So, all right, putting this video on hold until my next foray into the sourcing world. Well, there's a long version and a short version of today's thrifting adventure. I'm gonna assume that you're here for the haul, so I'm going with the short version, though I might sprinkle in some long version facts along the way. The short version is, I went to 3 thrift stores and I bought things at all 3. So the first thrift store that I went to, I go there maybe once every 3 or 4 weeks. I have to pay up. I know I'm going to pay up, but I have done well in specifically footwear, because I've gotten Doc Marten there, Chippewa. I mean, I bought a pair of boots that I paid $20, sold for $150. So I'm comfortable paying up for certain things. But I rarely buy clothes there because it's rare to find any labels that are worth paying up for. So I looked through the shoes, and then I went over to the handbags, and this is part of the long version, and my phone basically locked me out. It turns out it was in voiceover mode. I don't even understand the point of voiceover mode. It just repeats everything you press, but it doesn't actually function. So I did find 2 handbags that I ended up having to buy without looking at comps. Didn't even look at the clothes because I was like, I got to get to a T-Mobile store. And so this is what I got. And I still haven't looked up comps on those handbags. I got 2 pair of boots. These are Vince Camuto. Now, first of all, the pay up price on these was actually not bad for that store. I would have expected them to be at least $4 more. And they look like they've never been worn. Look at that. I fortunately was able to look this up, and they are actually still available on retail sites. I did not find a lot of them in the resale market. Just a quick comp look. Sometimes I just need, you know, a quick one to decide. So these are a size 7.5. The style is called the Meendey, Meendey. That's a weird style. I assume that's leather. It doesn't smell like leather. Yeah, leather, textile upper. Anyway, it has this nice lug sole. It's got these little, so I thought this was an interesting boot and should do well in the fall. Let me see where the other pair of boots are. These are not in like new condition, but they're in good condition. These are Sam Edelman. It's just a little booty. It's got this nice little fringe. I was able to find this exact style with decent comps. It is in excellent condition. It's got some scuffing here. I'm gonna take a little shoe polish to it, and then some Wonder Balsam, and they should look good as new, and they feel good. Like they feel like a really nice leather. And these are a size 9, which is a good size. Not really my style, but they might fit me if I had to wear them. I think what is that, like an almond toe? I think I prefer something rounder or even squarer. That's not my favorite shape. I don't know. I like booties. I love to source booties, but for some reason I don't sell them that well, and I don't own any booties. All right, so this bag was, remember, this is stuff I bought without checking comps, but the brand is Fossil, which has a following, so I don't think that I'm going to not make money on this. And it's like I don't know if it's real leather. Does Fossil use real leather? Brown and black, just a nice leather bag in good condition. Let's see, does it say what it's made out of? I don't see anything, so I don't know. I think it's leather. It smells like leather. Smells like teen leather. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, just a nice bag. The lady that works there was going through the wallets and the glasses and everything, and she was like going through each individual one. I'm not sure if she was really working or looking like she was working, but she kept pulling things out, going to show it to me. Oh, it was really sweet. I did end up buying something she pulled out for me, even though I have no idea if it was $1. So I have no idea whether I should have bought it or not. But she's like, oh, this is good, Ray-Ban. I'm like, okay, I'll buy that. She was pulling out some like nice frames, but it doesn't pay to buy frames and have the lenses replaced, because it's more expensive than just going on Zenny Optical and buying the whole new thing. And I need new glasses because I have not replaced the ones I sat on yet. These are like really wide, so they fall off my face all the time. I have another pair that doesn't do that, but they're wire, and I know that I'll destroy them if I wear them too much, and they're the ones I spend money on, so I'm sticking with these right now. Okay, so this one is also a leather bag, and the brand is Radley. I don't know if you know that brand. It's not Hillary Radley. It's Radley, which is, I think, an English company. Yeah, Radley London. And the reason why I purchased it is because I have sold a Radley bag before. And the one I sold was in like new condition from a yard sale. And I believe it did pretty well. I'm going to find it and pop something up here to show you what I got for it. But because of that experience, and it is just a nice black, feels like a good quality. You know, some scuffing along the corners that I can touch up, but I'm not going to call it like new. So this sort of bag should be able to last you forever. And it's got a really, it's just a magnet closure here. It's kind of an odd shape. Look at that. And then pretty purple lining, Radley London. All right, so that's what I did at that store. And then I ran out and I had plans to go to another store. And so usually I'm at this store and I just make sure to stay there long enough because the other store opens quite a bit later. But I ran over to T-Mobile and it was still too early then to go to my second store, and there happened to be a Salvation Army there. And I don't normally source at the Salvation Army, but I mean, I had time to kill. What was I going to do? So I got 4 items, and 3 of them were the color of the week. So 50% off on those. 1 item wasn't, so I was going to start with that item. I don't know if this was a good purchase or not, but it is new with tag. It's Zara Woman. And it has a tag of $39.90, but I don't know if that's a sale price. I feel like that's a sale price because who prices things with 90 cents? So I'm probably just going to peel that off. There is no price underneath it. I like that it was new with tag. I think it's from 2018, and it's kind of like it's not really a sweatshirt because it doesn't have like the fleecy inside, but it's a sweatshirt weight, boxy, I would say, graphic, long sleeve top. I thought it was a cool design. I did a image search and I only found one of these, and it was on some weird website. Nothing came up from the resale market. That isn't to say once I input, words that I might not find it, but the fact that it didn't come up a lot was, to me, sort of good, because if somebody likes it, they'll have to buy it from me. I like it. I would wear it. And speaking of sort of artsy, did I say artsy? Well, I don't know if I did or I didn't, but... Oh, you know what? I forgot the glasses from that other thrift store. The Ray-Bans. I just thought they were kind of, they were that very vintagey style. You would have to Ray-Ban. I'm assuming they're real. I can't see what I look like because they have prescription in them and it's not my prescription. I'll look at this after. Excuse me. I will look at it after when I'm editing and see what they look like. So I don't know. They were $1. She was being nice. I'm like, all right. Not like I think she gets commission. Anyway, back to our regularly scheduled. I'm completely over COVID except for the cough. I can't get rid of the cough. I remember somebody had a cough, like she was hacking like a smoker, and she told me it was from COVID. And she had COVID like 4 months earlier and still had that horrible cough. Usually it only happens when I'm trying to sleep or it wakes me up during the night. It doesn't happen that much during the day. So this is a brand. Okay, so this is a brand that I saw it and I was like, this is interesting. I must look at this. Very art to wear, graphic. What is that? Is that some sort of cat person? This says, you are something magical. Oh, thanks. That's the back, and it's a lightweight. Is that a high-low hem? I don't think so. It's just a, rounded bottom. Oh, there's writing on the back, and it says, "Come with me to touch the sky." Oh, and that is definitely a cat. Oh, okay. So the brand, let me show you that, is Elahnah. So I looked up Noah, nothing came up, but then I did Elahnah, and there was some surprisingly good comps there. There were a couple of low ones, but for the most part, the comps were pretty good, and it was half price, and I just thought it was interesting enough that I wanted to purchase it. It's a size small. Art to wear, for sure, is a keyword there. Then I got more items. This is a snowboarding jacket, which in and of itself is something I like to purchase. But I didn't want to purchase some, off-brand. But it's really nice. It's like a blue plaid. It's got lots of pockets. Pocket inside for your cell phone. Small cell phone. Must be an older model. So the brand, I thought it was No Zone, which didn't come up, but it turned out to be Rip Zone. And there were some respectable prices on Rip Zone. So for half price, I bought it. I am going to have so many jackets to list come the fall. If you are going anywhere cold anytime soon and you need something, hit me up. Because I have a lot of stuff that isn't listed. I have stuff that is listed too, and fur coats and faux fur coats, and I love outerwear. What can I say? And then last is this pair of Timberland shorts. I don't know what does well with Timberland. I know some of it does well. I have Timberland shirt that's not, but anyway, it was half price, and it's just a nice basic men's shorts. I wouldn't have bought this if it wasn't the half price color, for sure. And then the last thrift store, pardon me while I sip. The last thrift store, I got some interesting things here. I'm going to save this one to last because it's the most interesting. A brand that I don't find too often in Las Vegas. I've only found it twice, and now I have doubled that to 4. This is a Vineyard Vines men's button-down shirt, button-down collars, pink and sort of aqua blue green. Very nice, very basic. The second Vineyard Vine thing I ever found was a hoodie, which just sold a week or 2 ago. So I felt good about picking that up. This is, okay, this is Panhandle Slim, so I just kind of had to pick it up for the, I don't know. Panhandle Slim makes like men's like vintage Western shirts. And I don't know, this is a size 4, it's made in China, so I don't know if they're still in business and they're still doing stuff. But it's a blazer with embroidery. Something sticking out there. Oh, you know what? It must have come from a thrift store before it went to this thrift store, because it's got the end of a tag there. Anyway, I just thought it was cute. It was Panhandle Slim, so I bought it because it was cheap. This has no tag. Okay, honestly, I don't think this needs any sort of introduction or explanation of why I bought it. Okay? All right? I think you'll see that. Boom. See that? Enough said. Enough said. It's an extra large, but it does not look extra large. And it's kind of just a boxy, almost like scrub look to it. So I'm trying this on for me. There's nothing on there except extra large. So it's not like it's a good piece, but I don't care. If you don't know why I would pick this up, come on. Look at that. It's so cute. I'm going to wear that if it fits me, even if it's big. Okay, this is Shein, which I obviously don't often buy, but I have sold Shein, and I have a very cottagecore Shein dress. I'm trying to find where it says Shein. Cottagecore Shein like dress that's, I think, probably from the same period that this is from. Come on, where's the tag? Well, believe me, it's Shein, and I believe it's a big size. So it's all smocked on the bodice area, back and front. And then it has tears, flowy tears. The flowy tears of a clown when there's no one around. Okay. One more second. Oh, wait. I think I see it. And I don't. All right, anyway. You get the picture. It's Shein. It was cheap. There actually was a dress at the expensive store that was Shein, and I almost thought about buying it, even though it was $8. But it was like such a, sort of a simplified Gunny Sacks ripoff. Like so cottagecore, so pilgrim, Amish. I was so tempted by it, and if I had had my phone, I probably would have tried to do a image search. But in the end, it was like, it's Shein. I'm not spending $8 on Shein. Okay, and then this is the second Vineyard Vines. This is a size extra large, and it is a quarter zip pullover sort of sweatshirt. I would call this sort of a French terry inside. And it's got these little, what are these? Broomsticks? Lacrosse sticks? I'm gonna have to figure that out. If you know, please share. Vineyard Vines, Martha's Vineyard, it says on there. Well, you've come a long way. Welcome to Las Vegas. Okay, 2 more items. This is, I don't normally buy Adidas, but, oh, you know what? I thought it was the other Adidas with the trefoil or whatever instead of the, oh, well, whatever. It's a nylon pullover. I like the color block. It's got a hood. It's lined with that meshy stuff. Just the hood is lined with that. It's a size US small. This might have, I don't think I'll make too much on this if it sells at all, but. All right, and this final piece, this is interesting. I'm looking forward to looking into this. So the brand is Robert Geller. This is all I see. Oops, you peeked. All I notice is it's Robert Geller, and it's a jumpsuit, boiler suit, whatever. Interesting sort of athletic fabric. I'm like, this is really interesting. So I look up Robert Geller on Poshmark, and all I see is Robert Geller in collaboration with Lululemon. So I was like, well, if they do a collaboration with Lululemon, it can't be a bad brand. And then I look again, and of course, it is Lululemon, Robert Geller. So I don't know. I have to look this up. If I look it up and find anything interesting, I will insert it. It's a size small. I kind of want to try this on. I mean, I kind of like the idea of wearing something like this, though I think ultimately I'd be uncomfortable. Anyway, that's everything. I'm going to wrap things up and upload this video as is. If I get anything this weekend, I'll, add. I don't know. I was doing these once a week, but now my sourcing is kind of scattered. So I'm just going to do it when I have enough stuff to merit releasing a video. I appreciate your watching, and you can hit the thumbs up. What's that noise? I don't know. You can subscribe if you're not. For every 2 subscribers I get, I lose a subscriber. So, knock some of those people out of the boat. And then if you like anything, you're interested, let me know. Say hi in the comments, whatever. I appreciate your coming by.